Going to wait a little bit. Oh, let me put the little, I'm sorry, while I'm waiting, y'all, I forgot to put the little thing on my mic. I want y'all to be able to hear me good. Yes, yes, yes. So since it is a live, it's going to go back. So I want to say hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the live. And as always, I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, Lady Simone. So we are going to talk a little bit today. I'm going to wait just a few seconds just to see if some people pop in. And I know it's just a pop-up live, but y'all, it is so cold out. It's like snowing. We got some snow. It was not on our it was not on the weather app to say it was going to snow. I know I've been following some people that said that the East Coast was going to get some snow. So I was a little prepared like for the snow, but it still was kind of surprising because I was like checking the apps and I'm like, maybe we are going to get some snow and it just didn't happen yet. But anywho, we have some snow, y'all. So I said, let's pop in and we are going to go live on this snowy day. So if y'all are watching this in replay, y'all, we going live. We're going to talk a little bit. I got some things to talk about too. I want to show y'all some of the some of the things that I've been working on. Plus, while I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I'm gonna work on with this yarn a square. Hello, hello to everyone that's joining in. We just gonna chit chat a little bit. We're gonna talk about some things that I've been working on. And I am going to work on this granny square because y'all listen, I'm a little behind in my granny squares, and I'm supposed to do a square a day. But y'all, I'm just being honest, and I felt like honesty is the best way. Is to let y'all know that I think for if I include it today, I'm 4 squares behind. So, but that's including the day. So I'm gonna get it all done today because I honestly did not know time was gonna pass me like that, y'all. But listen, we are going to sit on this live and we are going to chit chat. So, like I said, I'm going to wait for some people to join in before I start showing some of the things. So, I'll just be sitting here crocheting with y'all. And if y'all are coming in, let me know. Is it snowing where you at? Like, we got some good snow. I think we had some snow like a couple of weeks back. And I was so surprised at that snow because I was like, thinking that it was going to be bigger than what it was. And honestly, it really wasn't that much. I think we got a little bit, and then the next day it was all gone. So it melted pretty fast. So, but this, the way it's coming down now, I really think we may have some that kind of stick around for a day or two. So I think the kids are really going to like that. So, but we weren't really expecting it. And that's the crazy part. I don't even think our school district and stuff was expecting it because at the last minute, if I'm not mistaken, they kind of had like an early dismissal or something like that. So, hey, but like I said, I'm just sitting here, y'all. I'm crocheting this granny square because this is my granny square for today. And I was crocheting, y'all, this granny square too because I'm a little behind on my granny squares. And if y'all are looking for something to do a granny square on, if you're looking to, like how I do my granny squares, I did put up a nice little tutorial. It's real short, simple, sweet, a little tutorial that I put up that you can kind of check out and see what you think about that. And I know one thing too that I like about the granny square is that everybody do their granny square so different. Like some people chain in between their granny square when they switching rows. Some people don't. I'm a person that don't really chain in between. I only chain in between the corners and then I attach and go like this. But I know everybody do it different. That's the beautiful thing about crochet too. That's what why does it look like this? Looks a little big, but that's what I really like about crochet. But I want to just see what y'all are doing. And like I said, I'm gonna just be chit chatting, showing y'all some of the things that I'm working on. And I said, hey, we have a cold day. I'm gonna sit here, chit chat, and we gonna talk. And if you're watching it on replay, I hope y'all enjoy just chit chatting. And If you have a project that you're working on, we can talk, and then you can crochet as I talk. And then if you want to communicate in the comments, that's cool too, you know. But I also want to show y'all what I got done so far also on my I have my blanket. Let me stop right here. I'm gonna show y'all right quick. This is what I'm doing right here. It's the granny square for today. So I think, and what I found myself doing, y'all, was I was having more and more blue squares, and I guess because the weather is cold, so I don't have a particular theme. It's almost like how I feel is what I crochet for that day. And since I'm kind of like 4 squares behind, I do believe that a lot of the squares are going to be blue squares, y'all, because of the cold weather. So I think it's okay. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit, and I will re-show it. Now, these are the two that I have to attach to the blankets too. So here goes another blue theme here. So I have this square to attach, and I'm going 6 rounds on each square. So I have that one, and look at this, y'all. I have this one. Now, this one, if you've been following the channel for a little while, I did this little square. I have like a blanket that I have out of these squares where it start off with a circle, and I just kind of like one day was just like, let's do the circle and then make it into the granny. So this is a square, and I said I had like only the little lilac color, that color left. So I said, well, since I have only that color left, hello to everyone who is joining the live. Yes, y'all. Pop in and tell me hi so I can read y'all comments. But I'm going to still talk regardless, y'all. But I like to chit chat with y'all too. But I'm showing the squares that I have. And I still, like I said, I'm 4 squares behind. But I had this circle one left. So I just finished it off. Hello. Hi. The stick of me handcrafted. Yes. Is it snowing? Like, I came on and I was just like, listen, it's snowing here. We did not expect it to be snowing here. And I'm like, listen, I was gonna do a video, but I'm like, I'm gonna go live and talk to y'all. So, but this purple one is what I'm gonna add to. And so far, y'all, I think it's turning out really cute. This is what I have so far. So I added the third row. I think y'all saw the first and the second. I'm gonna see if I can talking and showing y'all. This is how it looks so far. I think it's turning out cute. And every time that I get 5 squares done, I go ahead and add the squares to the blanket. So that way, as I'm adding as I go, it will be much easier, because sewing on those squares sometimes can take a lot of time. And I think, I don't know, I really like it. It's like, and doing it too, we got a tiny bit of snow, but the temps are beyond freezing. We are 5 degrees. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. I think our temperature last time I checked was 20. It was 20 degrees this morning. I think we were at 25, I think, before I came on. And like I said, we wasn't expecting snow. It was no snow on our weather forecast. And out of the blue, I just opened the blinds and I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all. I was like, it is snowing. So that is so interesting. And but I cannot believe 5, like, woo, that is cold. And I'm not a cold weather type of person. So I'm excited about it all. But the reality is, like, I gotta stay inside and only peek my head out a little bit because I'm always cold all the time. And but one thing I do like about the snow, and just like when it makes you slow down, I think the snow, cold weather, everything makes us slow down, especially in an area where we don't see a lot of snow, because traffic is going like so slow. People are just, and I hope everyone get home so safe. But it's like one of those things to me. I want to crochet, and I just want to either cuddle up with a book or cut up with my crochet book, my crochet hook. So I was like, yeah, it's just perfect time. But I'm doing this blue square here. I've been working on to add, like I say, I'm 4 squares behind, but even after I finish the squares that I'm working on, y'all, I am going to be able to connect at least 5 of it to the blanket. And what I'm going to do, because I know it's more than 30 days in the month, what I'm going to do is every month I'm going to make at least the 30 squares, and then I'll make a border around. So I'm not sure how long or how big my blankets are going to come out each month, but I'm going to do a blanket a month. And I'm excited too, because what I thought about, and y'all can let me know in the comments if y'all have did the granny square heart, because I'm thinking for the month of February, all of my squares would be the it would start off with the heart in the middle, and then I'll do build it up with the granny square. So that's what I'm thinking for, like the month of February. And let me know too, who are watching, do y'all have a project that y'all are working on for each month? Or if you're like doing a temperature blanket, because I thought about doing a temperature blanket too, y'all. I was like, maybe I could do a temperature blanket. But then I was like, man, I love a good granny square. So the whole granny square idea with doing 30 squares for the month and building up a blanket kind of got my attention. So I think I'm stuck there. Because like I said, I really like how it's turning out. Okay, after I do this corner, I'm gonna show y'all what I worked on today. Y'all, it did not turn out good at all. I'm gonna have to show y'all this. Y'all, please look at this. Wait a minute, let me do this last corner here and put it down for a second. Okay, so I said I'm going to take some pictures, because I'm not letting this project go to waste. Now, granted, I'm going to take it all apart, y'all. But the yarn, if y'all saw my channel, I think I did the video last week of this yarn right here, of the Bernette blanket patchwork yarn. Listen, I said I was gonna do a love ball out of it. I was gonna make one of these out of it. Y'all, I didn't follow directions, and that's probably why. Let me show you this. Wait a minute. Because I said, listen, I gotta show this on the live, y'all. Oh Lord. This is what I came up with. And I think, what is it called? Somebody can help me out. Is it called a baklava balls? It's something, I forgot what it's called, but y'all can see I did not do good on this, y'all. And I know when something did not turn out correctly. But look right here. And it's supposed to fold up, and then we have the opening, and this fold up part is even supposed, I can't even get it in here good, but it's a little hood on the back. And y'all, the hood I made way too big. I made the hood way too big. The going around the neck part was like, so it wasn't as tight, but it wasn't really good as like what I thought. Let me take it off of this thing. I forgot what would it be called. And what made me do it, right, was because I was like, listen, since since the temperature was gonna be so cold, because they were saying Arctic cold, I was like, listen, I'm gonna get this, because if I gotta go outside, I'm gonna at least have one of those things that can cover my face, and I have like a nice hood and out this blanket yarn. That was the thought pattern. But y'all, that's it. That's the name. And I'm not gonna butcher the name, because let me see. Is it called a balaclava? I'm a butcher the name, but that's what it's supposed to be. And it turned, I think I got the basics of it, but hello, I think I got the basics of it, but I don't have it all the way, like the measurements, I guess I messed up on, but it's kind of like too tight here. And then even when I tried to put it on, my hair was a little bit too, it just didn't work right. So I even tried it on my daughter and my son's. My daughter was way too big. My son, he was like, I knew he wasn't going to wear it, but I wanted just to test it out, just to see if I at least had it down packed for someone who didn't have, that much hair. Okay, distinct handcraft, that is cool. Like I said, I was just coming on, and I wanted to really chat with y'all. So I appreciate the fact of you just listening. Like, it's like, for me, it feels good to be able to talk about what I actually love to do, which is this crochet, So I appreciate anyone who is joining the live. And listen, I really appreciate y'all being a part of my crochet family. Like, and I'm a part of y'all crochet family. And I love, what I'm saying, to do this. So one thing I said too in 2025 is that I have to make myself be a little more, like, as in doing a little more lives, and I have to be a little more attentive to, like, going on YouTube to watch crochet content, because I want y'all to tell me, do y'all have a hard time watching something that, like, if you have multiple hobbies, and my main hobby, of course, is crochet, but y'all, I love to read. Like last year, I read like 75 books. So this year, hopefully, I set my goal only at 35, y'all, this year. And it was 25 last year, and I hit 75. So, but I want to see, I watch a lot of book content, and I guess because I read a lot, but I want to get better at watching more crochet content. And it's almost like one of those things to where I don't watch a lot of things too, because I am either crocheting or while I'm reading a book. And when I'm crocheting, y'all already know this right here, what I'm doing, y'all. And this right here, I think I should round applause myself, because here I am crocheting and talking to y'all, and I'm getting it done. And this is like practice, y'all. I did practice. I said, listen, I want to be able to go live, not only just talk to y'all, but be able to crochet while I'm talking to y'all. And I worked at that thing. And it's like, look at me multitasking. But of course, I'm doing something that I love too, which is this granny square. So I think that has something, to do with it. But yeah, I'm excited about it though. But I did work on that. Now I am gonna take that what's it called? Balaba, Glava. Y'all know I butchered the name. Oh, I got something else to show y'all too. Let me build this corner. I got something else to show y'all too that I worked on too. So I am going to take that yarn apart though. I'm not going to keep that because I'm not happy with that project. And I'm not going to waste that yarn. So I don't know what it would turn into, but y'all, I am definitely going to take some good pictures. And that's going to be a short, because I'm not going to let that project go to waste. Let me know if y'all do that too. Like, you probably messed up on something, but you could take some good pictures and it looks good. But I'm not gonna, like I say, I'm not gonna keep that. This is so far what we got. I want to show y'all. Now let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only got two more rounds to do to finish that square. But let me show y'all what else I worked on, because I thought this was cute. Look at this. I was working on an infinity scarf, and this is what is it, y'all? A scrap infinity, and you see I have not finished, because I was thinking about making it a little bigger. And I started off, I started off with a single crochet, half double, it's a single crochet row, a half double crochet row, and then y'all, I was going to do all half double crochets, but I was a little impatient, so I ended up doing double crochet. Said, we're just going to double crochet this thing out. So this is what I got so far. Let me see if I can. This is what I got so far. So I'm gonna finish it off, and I'm gonna double crochet it out. And then after I finish it, I'm gonna put around a half double crochet and around a single crochet to end it out, y'all. But I didn't make it long enough, because I wanted it to be so long to where, see, I don't have it that long to where it can kind of double up on my head. It probably could double up on my daughter's head. But if I wanted to wear it like this, I still think it's real cute. Because even if I wanted to do this right here, when I wear it and go out with it, I still have it a little, it's a little cute. I think she's cute. I like it. And what I did to make it scrap, I wanted it to be super long though, so that I could double her up. But it's still cute. And what I did was I started changing colors after each row. So each row is a different color based on my scrap, what's it called, in my baskets, because I have a scrap basket for my granny square yarns. And but one thing, y'all, I'm not that colorful, and I was like, I gotta do better at that, because I realized, like, if you see it, it's colorful, but it's a lot of dark colors. But y'all, I'm a dark color person. Like, I love the color black, and my husband's like, maybe you should switch that up. And I'm like, hey, I love black. Like, the majority of my videos, y'all probably see I have a shirt that's black. Y'all, I have so many black shirts, it's ridiculous. But I absolutely love, when I say I love the color black, and it's not of a thing of trying to hide anything, or some people wear black because it's like, oh, people wear black, don't want to be seen. No, y'all, I genuinely love the color black. And it's like, even with my scrap blanket that I'm doing, I actually attached it with the color black. So I had to tell myself, even when I was doing that what's it called, y'all, here I go, even when I was doing the thing that goes around your head, I had to infinity scarf. How come? I know I'm not the only one that happens to. But even when I was doing the affinity scarf, I had to tell myself, like, add some white in there, add some white, like, brighten that thing up. But a lot of my scraps are dark colors, and I'm like, I have to start changing that too. So that's something I want to get better at, is color coordinating, because I like a good yarn that's already, what is it called? What is it called? It will be called more of a variegated. I like a good variegated yarn, because then that way I don't have to choose what colors to actually, you know what I'm saying, work with. It's just one of those things to where, hey, I just go and use the colors that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, just use what I have. And y'all, I'm gonna finish out these 2 rows, and I'm gonna let y'all go. So we ain't gonna be on here long. I just wanted to come on, like I say, and talk to y'all. And I have to catch up on some more squares. So after this one, I think I have 3 more to do. And I was a little bit on myself. I was like, nah, we're not gonna bug about that. It is what it is. If I can get to it, I can get to it. If not, then hey, we'll make it when we make it. And I still, like I say, have my story behind it, because my story behind these squares right here that I'm gonna catch up on, I think a lot of it's gonna be uh-oh. I saw some flashing lights, y'all. I think a lot of it is gonna be some blue squares because of the weather. It's just reminding me of the cold weather. So I'm gonna do some blue squares because of that. But either or, we gonna make these squares, y'all, and I'm gonna get each month. We're gonna get our 30 squares each month, and that's it's not even like a goal as far as like, oh, I'm trying to beat a record or anything. It's just a personal thing for me, because like I said, long as I love doing what I do, I feel like there's no problem of getting it out. And I absolutely love a good granny square. And this is just going to be a fun thing for me. And I don't know what's going to happen with the way that these blankets are going to turn out, or how big, but I think they're going to be more so like when you're sitting at the chair, you can kind of have a blanket. Because I have a scrap blanket on my chair, y'all. Uh-oh. Did I mess up? Oh no. Okay. Whew. I was like, did I mess up? So I have a scrap blanket on my a scrap granny blanket on my chair that I use. It gets used. And I was like, maybe these blankets can be the size of that. And I'm thinking too, y'all, this is the 5th round, and I got one more round. What I'm also thinking is, when I do the blankets for next, when I do the squares for next month, because this 6th round does not take me no time to really do. And I realize that. But when I do the blankets for next month, I'm thinking about possibly going 10 rounds. So that way I won't have to work that much on a border, because 10 rounds for one square, and then we have 30 squares, we may have a decent sized blanket to where we won't even have to do a big border, and I can already just have that situated. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I may go 10 rounds. So even if you're in here and you've made a granny square blanket and you make the ones that you connect, how many rounds do you do for each square? And how many squares do you make for each blanket? And like I said, I'm looking for it to be, why am I having a hard time, y'all? I'm sorry. I'm looking for it to be a blanket like that you could just have on the chair. So it don't have to be that big. It's just something that'll go around your lap and you doze off. You got something to put across you. Like, I'm excited for these blankets because they may turn into some gifts for like family and friends. So you think about it, I have 12 blankets by the end of the year. Like, that is such a good number. That is a great number actually to do. And each blanket would tell a story, because listen, these months go by and these squares. But one thing I did say, and I think I said that in one of my past videos too, was that the squares would tell a story, but I'm also just doing positive stories. I'm not going to put like, I didn't feel good today, so we're gonna put a black square. I want all my squares to tell a positive aspect of my life or what I'm feeling, because it's so easy to point out the negative, y'all. It really is. And I'm one of those people who are optimistic. And I feel like we should always, try to point out the good. So my squares are going to be all based around good. Like find something good in each day, because we can find something good in each day. Today was a real good day. I think the snow, when it started falling here, that was a highlight for our day, because we got so excited, y'all. We was like looking out the window. I was like, y'all, this the one. This the one. Y'all would think it was Christmas Day. We were so excited for that snow. But it's just an appreciation. Like I show appreciation every single day. But just to be able to sit here, talk to y'all, do something that I love, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I love the look of granny blankets, but they are a lot of work. I don't like weaving it. Yes, weaving it is, and that's why for me, I said I'm gonna do it 5 at a time. That was my thing, because I can commit to doing, once I get the fifth square done, connecting those 5, I feel like it's so much more easier for me, because if I wait at the end and try to connect everything at one time, I'm telling you, you can might as well put a stick of fork in it. And some people would say, well, that's the same thing as connecting them 5 at a time. But no, it's like, and the thing is too, what I find that works for me too is that I'm a early person. I'm an early morning person. So y'all, I really crochet a lot early morning. I mean like 6 in the morning, 6:30. And I do that because it's quiet. It's like so peaceful. And I am up by myself, and when I crochet, y'all, I don't like really listening to anything, or like it don't no music or nothing. It's like a piece for me, because I kind of get lost in nothingness. Like it's like I don't even be thinking a lot of times. It's just peaceful. And when I do that, I get so much done. And it's like, okay, before I know it, it's almost like when I read a book, because before I know it, I get so lost in the book. It's like an hour or two go by, and I'm like, dog, I didn't know I was reading for that long. And that's what crochet does to me do too, because I'm like, I didn't know I was crocheting for that long. So the thing is that I find with me is that when I work early in the morning, I get a lot done. And like I say, it doesn't take me that long to do these squares. I'm finished with this one, and this is the 6th round, and I'll weave in the end and connect that right here. But that's that blue one. That's how it looks. And I did all of that while talking to y'all. So I love a good granny square. And I know y'all probably like, she say that 100 times, because I really, really do. Look at the blue. Priscilla, I know you love blue. And I absolutely love, when I say thank you so much, when I say I love a good granny square, it's like that's the part that adds to being peaceful. That's the part why I can sit here and crochet a lot of granny squares, but I have to connect them, a couple at a times too. So I've been connecting them in the morning, early mornings. When I get to 5, I'll connect them. So that'll be a part of what I do too. And sometimes I have to tell myself, hey, put the crochet hook down and just take a breath, because sometimes you do want to overdo it. And it's like, I love to crochet, and I have to remind myself, you got other things you have to do, because I do love to read too. I have to homeschool. I have to do this and that and third, and I have to take a breath sometimes. But before we get up out of here, y'all, we are going to pull from our inspiration jar. Y'all, I absolutely love pulling from the inspiration jar, because I feel like not only is it something for me, it is something for anyone who is watching this video and just needs something like to uplift them, or a little word. And this is nothing new to me. And I wanted to share this with y'all too, because I wrote that book, Why Not You? It is on Amazon, Amazon, and it's under LadySamoan. It is definitely an inspirational, positive book that I wrote. I think it was back a couple of years ago that I wrote that, and it has a new cover because I changed the cover and everything. But I've been positive for a long time and trying to stay on this journey. And I say all that because when I used to work in childcare and I was in daycare, I used to have to make like these bulletin boards and stuff, and I always try to put a positive message on there. And not only that, in my room I will have a positive jar. So every room I was in, I had a jar to where I put like these little sticky notes, and it was a message. So if anyone was coming in, like another teacher, because sometimes when you work in childcare, it can get overwhelming, especially if you have a kid that's crying a lot or you're just having a rough day. And I will have that jar in there, y'all, so anyone can come in. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to ask. You just pull something from the jar, and that message was meant for you. And I would do that. And I always had sticky notes all around where I wrote positive message. So anytime you was to come in my room, you was gonna see a message. So me doing this at the end of my videos, I get so excited about them because I know it's more than just me sending a message, me really, touching the hearts of everybody. So it says, let your heart be your compass. Look at that. And like I say, every message to me means something at the end. Me sharing that story just shows you that my heart is my compass to this YouTube channel as well. So everything that I do with this YouTube channel, I do it from my heart. And I'm so excited to be able to share this with y'all from my heart and to talk to some people who have a alike. Like, that's awesome to have an alike, be able to chat with people from all over the world, y'all. It bugs me out. It bugs me out. Like, I could say, hey, I used to, oh, I'm gonna tell you this quick story too, why it bugs me out. I used to do tutoring online, and I used to tutor kids who were in China, and I used to be an English tutor to them. I enjoy hearing about how you got started with the messages. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Priscilla. And I used to tutor children in China, y'all. It was the most amazing experience, okay? It was so funny. And it was early in the morning. That's why I'm an early morning person too, because their time different. So I would be up early in the morning doing tutoring. And these kids taught me so much just to see a glimpse in their lives. And oh my goodness, I learned a lot. That, y'all, I always allow my heart to be my compass. So what you see, I always say, is what you see, what you get. I thank y'all so much for being a part of this beautiful, amazing crochet family. I thank y'all for being a part of this live. Y'all, if y'all are catching it on the rewind,